We live every day with tremendous optimism and belief that Mashiach is around the corner. When I moved to Montreal after I married Dina, a little over 30 years ago, even though I was in business, I started a minyan Friday night in someone's home in TMR.
My husband decided to have a midlife crisis and decided after 13 years of business that he wants to become a rabbi.
And then a young man came along and said, you know, I just got married. I want to be able to dedicate my life to the Rebbe's mission. And I said, TMR is the great place, please.
This young couple came, they moved to TMR, they bought a house. They were here for a good couple of years, but it wasn't growing.
And at that point, this young man told me it was too hard of a struggle. TMR is a very difficult place. It's hard to bring people together. And I thought, because we started something, how can we let it just drop? I told my wife, let's go back into TMR and let's make it happen.
Somebody told us, oh, you know, there's a location on 770 Lucerne. Go check it out. I mean, 770 in Chabad is a huge number. You know, that's where the Chabad headquarters is, 770 Eastern Parkway in New York. We went to see it, we signed right away, and that was our humble beginning.
We started knocking on doors, started to meet some people.
He came knocking on my door on a Sunday where every woman, every man was in a bathing suit in the backyard. And when they saw Rabbi in TMR, woo, what's going on, you know? And he told me that he was planning to gather a little community.
It was only a few years after he started we were able to afford to have a Chabad house.
My parents bought this building, and we had a nice little humble space here.
The reason that we bought actually this building was very much for the purpose of setting up the Chabad house here.
With some encouragement, we went ahead and I actually undertook to build out the first portion of the Chabad house that we're in right now. 7 years later, we expanded, we doubled the size.
Rabbi Moshe, in my opinion, is a true believer. He really believes in Judaism and God and the Torah.
Moshe's a great teacher. Every Wednesday morning, bright and early, around 6:30 in the morning, he comes to my house and we sit and we learn. This is a ritual that we've been following for a long time.
Rabbi is always, texting me, when are we getting even 15 minutes of learning? I always get inspired by just the little talks that we have.
He's the one who reminds me of things that I need to do. He's there always. Hashgacha pratit, they say in Hebrew. He's my Hashgacha pratit. And I mean that sincerely from the bottom of my heart. As strong as Rabbi Krasnansky is and as bright as he is, I don't think he would be where he is today without Dina.
My wife admires Dina like you have no idea.
I'm so proud of what she's doing and what she became.
We were one of the first Chabad houses which integrated Sfarad and Ashkenaz people together in one minyan. There is no separation. We are one people.
French, English, Spanish, Portuguese, whatever. We all together, and that's great because we feel as a family.
Everybody knows us, we feel comfortable, they know our kids by first name.
It was very unusual for me to see the way that people just give at Chabad, and people are just trying to help each other. And that was something that was new to me.
They've expanded in so many ways. There's so many programs, I can't even list them, for all types of people, whether it's summer camps, and teens, middle-aged people, older people.
It's an everyday activity, from 7 in the morning to 11 at night.
Des spectacles, que ce soit des missions à l'étranger, que ce soit des Shabbatons, que ce soit des programmes de leadership pour les enfants.
You want a gym, you can get a gym. You want a daycare, you have a daycare. You want a catering, you want a sandwich, you have a sandwich. It's like, I don't need to go anywhere. I can just accommodate everything.
In the summer, they host also the camp for countless number of kids that sometimes cannot afford, and it's all sponsored by Chabad.
The Bright Beginnings, which I'm so proud of, that's in honor of my late mother-in-law, is an amazing daycare and learning center. The JLI courses that they offer, which I've done with Rabbi Zalmi, always learning something.
I did come to one of the Tuesday programs that they have, which was very impressive. They prepare food and people come to eat, and they have somebody to come and speak to them about different topics.
My favorite program really is baking and cooking classes. It gives me the opportunity to teach women about kosher in a fun, real way.
Whatever level of Judaism you're at, their objective is to just move you up a notch. So if you're at this level, they want you to get to this level. If you're already at this level, they want to move you to that level.
There's no limit, it's endless. Every day they come up with new things.
Je pense que le futur du Chabad, en général, c'est en pleine croissance. Le modèle semble plaire aux membres de la communauté.
We have some limitations by our place, having already been full to capacity, but it doesn't stop us. Every program we have, we love to grow because we don't rest. If there's one Jew that still hasn't been touched, our job is not done.